Rez?
Just a sec. Hey, what's up?
I didn't check with Reza if he was happy with my choice of lunch. This could have major consequences. Lunch is the most important meal. I really should get going. I have things to do, places to be, and Reza seems impatient to get back to work. We had such a lovely time in Trieste. Never mind the shitty hotel, the synthetic beaches, the awful food. It was just good with some time away. It's the first time since I moved here, the first time since we got back together. It was important. To us, to our relationship. But what was Reza working on again? A story about hallucinogenic substances in bingo soft drinks. This does not sound terribly important. I know Reza's been spending a lot less time with Sully since I moved here. I hope I haven't gotten in the way of their best friendship. I'm sure I told Reza I'm volunteering tonight, but I'll remind him just in case, because I don't think I did. Did I? Reza promised to make dinner tonight. This is usually a cause for celebration, and not just because I'm lazy and prefer to sit on the couch while my man toils away in the kitchen. What's for dinner?
Really? This is what you interrupt me for? To ask about dinner? What's for dinner is surprise, is what?
That's not food. That's not even English. I thought you said you were a journalist.
A scribbling, they call it here in Europolis. When in Rome, Zoe.
Rome was never part of Europolis, smart-ass. Rome's the capital of the Imperium. Says so on all the signs pointing to there.
Now who's the smart-ass? FYI, Rome's just a ceremonial seat of the Imperium. Barcelona is the political capital. Learn to read the signs properly.
I know How's Sully?
Good. Yeah, great. Right? I think he's doing good. I don't know.
Of course you don't. What do you guys talk about?
Work, politics, corporations, the syndicate, the Eye, Kaiser Constantine, football.
Liar. Work stuff. That's all you talk about when you're out drinking?
Well, there hasn't been much of that lately. Out drinking.
I know. Because of us? Because of me?
What? No, of course not. And I mean... Sure, we used to go out all the time, but that's because neither of us had a life. And Sully wasn't doing too well after the divorce. He's happy I have better things to do now than go out, get drunk, and have loud arguments about socioeconomics. He has better things to do as well.
Like what? Like work?
Work, okay, yes. But Sully lives for work.
I'm not sure that's healthy. But it's not my business. As long as you don't feel I'm getting in the way.
Hanging out with me was Sully's excuse to not hang out with anyone else. This way, sooner or later, he'll have to find a substitute. Hopefully one he can mate with.
Sure. But still, you guys should hang out on your own soon. No, actually, not soon. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, you're taking Sully out, and I'm finally going to unpack and get organized.
Sure.
Affirmative.
All right. I'll ask Sully.
What was How's that story going?
You mean the story I told you about less than 5 minutes ago?
Just checking in.
It's going well, but it feels a bit inconsequential in the light of everything else that's happening.
Hey, come on. A soda that makes you see cartoon animals? That's big, man. Children could be drinking that.
Of course someone needs to write the piece, but that someone could be anyone. Like Sophia, she's the newbie.
And now you're doing it, and you'll do it well. There's no such thing as a worthless story. You told me that.
I lied. Of course there is, but... yeah... no, not this one. You're right, I shouldn't complain. It's not a sexy story, but it is important.
That's my boy. I didn't... Food okay?
The food? Oh, food. Yeah, I haven't started eating yet, but, cheese soup? My favourite. Can't go wrong with cheese soup. I'll get to it in a minute. I just have to finish up this section.
Do you miss Trieste yet?
What? The 5-star hotel? The sandy beaches and the gourmet buffet? You know you're in Italy when you're eating fake pasta made from processed American corn.
I guess not.
I'm just joking, babe. It wasn't about any of those things. It was nice being away with you.
It's not like we can afford anything fancier.
And we don't need it. It was great. Really. I got to see the sun and you in a bikini.
And I got to see you in a black t-shirt and jeans, hiding out in the shade with a book. It was pretty awesome.
Next time, I promise we'll rent an island in the Philippines.
You don't have to promise that. But since you did, I'll hold you to it forever. I told you I'm volunteering tonight.
You did not? And I'm not sure politics is something you should worry your pretty little head about, sweetheart.
Jesus, don't do that voice again. Psycho doesn't suit you.
I guess there's a reason I'm scribbling and not a stand-up comedian.
You guess right. Scribbling. I'll never get used to Europolis slang.
Don't be a dully minette. You go on and hang with your sozy Intello clique tonight, I'll be a stay-at-home Minette cooking your booth.
Pretty good. Or should that be lekker, super bon? Also, don't do that again. Really creeps me out.
Tamam.
I should get going. I shouldn't keep Ada waiting at the lab. She's always so patient, but I feel awful when I'm late.
Hey, don't look at me. I'm not keeping you.
I know, or me. Bye.
Hey, my favorite manic pixie dream girl.
Sully is the sweetest. I know he likes me, but he tries so hard to keep it light and friendly. I love him. Sully loves to test me. He knows what buttons to push. I'm calling his bluff. Yeah, fuck you too. You look awful, by the way. What happened?
A wedding.
Finally. Who's the lucky girl?
You know I only have eyes for you. Dump that deadbeat boyfriend of yours and let's catch the first train to Copenhagen.
I'm trying to slowly poison him with my home cooking. I'll give it a few months. How was the wedding?
Awful. I feel like shit. It was a Polish wedding. A Polish wedding with an unlimited supply of Polish vodka.
Oh, that does sound awful.
I take it you haven't been to a Polish wedding. It was fantastic. It was a disaster. It was all things, good and bad. And once the bride and groom stopped screaming at each other, it was incredibly romantic. I'm man enough to admit that I wept. Openly. How was Trieste?
Really good. I mean, it's Trieste. It's not the Gold Coast. But it was nice to get out of the city. Did you know there's an actual sun up there?
Urban myth. The sun is a lie. I don't believe it for a second. Besides, my skin would probably turn to ashes if it's exposed to UV rays.
You're a child of Propas, Sully.
Constantinople. But close enough. I don't expect an islander to understand European geography.
Born in India, spent half my life in Africa, but hey, who's keeping track?
Talk like an islander, live behind islander walls, deal with islander shame. That's what I say.
Everyone's talking about the clampdowns today. If anyone knows what's going on, it's Sully. He prides himself on staying on top of the news cycle. I'd love to chat more with Sully, but he does like to go on, and I should probably head to work. What's going on with these eye clampdowns everyone's on about?
Jesus wept those baton heads. It's insidious is what it is. A little bit here, a little bit there, and soon Propast is a bocking gulag.
But why are they doing it?
Who knows? It's the Syndicate. They don't need something as banal as reasons. They want people off the streets and hooked up to their dream machines.
You think that has something to do with it?
Yes, no, maybe. Mouse your rules, and those dream machines are a license to print it. It would be naive to think they're completely unconnected. Watiko holds a lot of sway over the Syndicate. But we're going to find out for sure. Your boy toy there, once he's looked into the Phantom Bingo Dingo, will be taking point. This story is going to make a lot of people very angry. And that will make Sully very, very happy.
Won't they just shut you down?
Let them try. We have the future on our side. And once I win my Pulitzer, I'll whisk you away to a better life.
Copenhagen, right?
That's just for the marriage license. We'll go to Overview in Dacia and live like savages on the beach.
Sounds good. I'll get back to you once I've taken care of you-know-who.
I heard that.
Which part?
All the parts.
Meh. You'll still eat my food, even if it is poisoned.
Food is food.
I've distracted you two enough. When are you coming by for dinner, Sully?
When is your man cooking dinner next?
Cruel but fair. We'll have you over soon. Maybe we'll even find you a dinner date.
Next to you, no woman measures up, but beggars, choosers, take care, Zoe. Stop by anytime.
You know, she gets a lot on the Ada, but Rebus is straight up.
Hey, you ass! No problem. I can give you directions to anywhere in Prozad.
Whatever it is, it's top quality stuff. Top quality yuckiness. Biotech, vat-grown organs, wormhole generators, nanobot paste, neural implants, biotic processors, digital irises, gene-modded goats. No one can agree if it's the shook or the souk, but that's as far as the Discord goes. May look dodgy, but the souk,
Take a moment to look at my
whatever,
wares.
is a pretty harmonious place.
My son.
I'm actually a bit worried about Frida. She's on the dreamer all the time. Like, non-stop.
Entspann, Bruder, it's geil. It's bomb. Don't get your keks all twisted.
Idiot, I'm being serious. I'm shattered from being the only one taking care of the kids.
The salespeople here are mostly
So just buy
Arabic
them
or
a
Jewish.
dream machine.
They sell mostly
Everything
tech and
is
biotech. And, ooh,
Not
carpets.
helpful, Cassie. Not helpful at
Eyes
all.
everywhere.
I'm not about a big
Never
stop.
seen so many of them out on the streets.
Life is dreary and
He looks really familiar.
but your dreams don't have to be.
She looks familiar. Who is that? Do I know him?
There's no way you can convince me that Kaiser Constantine...
Do you really have to call him that? It's so derogatory.
Our anonymous little lab. I'll be spending many, many, many hours in there this coming year.
I synthesized a new version of the algae this weekend, based on our design from last week. It's stabilizing really well.
Oh, that's... Good morning, Ada.
Oh, yes. Good morning. Take a look at the algae. I think you'll be happy.
So, how was your weekend?
Weekend? Right, the weekend. I was here.
Of course you were. I feel it's my mission to train Ada in rudimentary small talk. I won't let her get away with this so easily. I'll use my subtle skills of persuasion, or... No, wait, no, I'll just badger her into submission. That's what I'll do. She may be a lost cause, but I'm not giving up. Well, right now I'm giving up, though, but long term? I'll teach her to engage in mindless, empty small talk if it's the death of me. How was your weekend, Zoe? It was very nice, thanks for asking, Ada.
Trieste.
Yes.
And?
It was very nice.
Allahu Akbar.
Good job.
If we're done with the small talk... are we done with the small talk?
Sure, why not?
Oh, thank you. Please, take a look now.
That's the cutest bot I've ever seen. I want one. That's looking good. Just like our model.
Just like your model. The transmutation rate is at 150% of the previous model and holding steady, masha'Allah. I think we're ready for a test.
Test? Oh, no, I don't know. Maybe we should run another simulation, or 20?
There's nothing to be worried about, Zoe. So far, your models have performed admirably. There's no reason this won't work in an organic environment.
That organic environment is a river that runs through my neighborhood, a very, very public river.
The permits are all in order?
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about that. If this fails...
It won't.
If it does, my failure will be staring me right in the face every morning.
Failure is how we succeed. We won't know until we try. And if we fail, we try again.
We? Me? I'm the one who has to live with the consequences.
Zoe, you decided to go back to school, finish your degree. That was a choice you made, and it was the right choice. Now, part of that is facing the possibility of failure. Failure will always be a part of the job, part of life. And you're right. The models won't always hold up. The river is a chaotic environment. The algae might die. It might do something completely unforeseen. Allahu Alam. And if the river does turn pink, you've learned something. We go back to the models, we try again. You should be proud of the choice you made, and you should embrace the consequences, no matter how embarrassing or trying they may turn out to be. I'm done talking now. That was a lot more words than I'd intended.
Yeah. Wow. Good ones, though. Those were good words.
Ready to do some science?
You bet. But if that river turns pink, you're running the next set of tests.
Deal. By the way, I did leave the lab this weekend.
Don't tell me. You went clubbing?
I don't drink, or dance, or enjoy the company of people. No, I went shopping.
I knew I hadn't seen that outfit before. It's beautiful.
That's not... Well, yes, I did also get these clothes. Thank you. But more importantly, I purchased a refurbished bot to help with the tests.
From Mira?
You recommended her?
I think my exact words were, Mira's insane, I wouldn't trust Mira with my money, please don't buy a bot from Mira, you will regret it.
She's close and cheap. So, here's the bot. You're taking the bot with you to run tests. Say hello to bot.
Hello, bot.
Hello.
Oh, that is so cute. You're so cute.
Thank you.
Glad to see you're getting along. You know what to do.
Science?
Science. I'll see you afterwards, inshallah.